Writ of Repatriation, Economic Rehabilitation, and Full Nationality Status. Introduction. Writ for repatriation from the Americas to ancestral homelands. The writ asserts inherent and legal right to full nationality status, cultural restoration, and economic rehabilitation based on centuries of misplacement, misclassification, and disposition. This writ is supported by binding and customary provisions of international and U.S. domestic law, legal foundations. Reference to international legal precedents of statelessness and repatriation. This writ is substantiated by the historical findings of the Committee on the Status of Stateless Persons presented to the Executive Committee of the Society for the Study of International Law, October 7, 1942, as introduced by Dr. W.R. Bishop. The committee acknowledged the necessity of legal, economic, and social solutions for stateless persons, emphasizing that repatriation to one's countries of origin is one of the principal and legally valid remedies, especially when tied to post-war economic rehabilitation and restoration of fully pledged nationality status. The report also references the responsibility of the International Refugee Authority in supporting such repatriation efforts. This reinforces the legal legitimacy claimed to repatriation from the United States to an ancestral origin and demand for full nationality recognition and economic rehabilitation in accordance with recognized international human rights principles and historic legal doctrine. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 13, right to leave any country and return to one's own. Article 15, right to a nationality, protection against arbitrary deprivation of nationality. Article 25, right to adequate standard of living, food, clothing, shelter. International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Article 12, right to enter one's own country. Article 24, every child has the right to acquire a nationality. International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. Article 11, right to adequate standard of living including food, clothing, and housing. International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. Article 5, right to nationality without racial discrimination. Conventions on the Right of a Child. Article 7, right to a name, nationality, and care from parents. Convention relating to the status of stateless persons. Rights for stateless persons including identity, documents, and travel. Requests for relief. Recognition of full nationality status. Repatriation. Economic rehabilitation, cultural restorative justice. Conclusion, submitting of this writ of both lawful petition and sacred return. I call upon all relevant authorities to recognize and enforce my rights to nationality, cultural integrity, and lawful repatriation. Respectfully submitted.